I say we put him on a leash and take him for walkies.
We don't need another fucking pet.
He's going on suggestion timeout for 2 minutes again.
You are all startled by a sound coming from the house where you have just piled a whole bunch of shit outside of the door.
Is there any other way to see inside that place?
There's windows.
What was the sound?
It sounded like, not crashing, but like it definitely, you can tell that there's movement. It sounded like maybe some kind of like something being thrown or like something falling over, something of that nature.
Rose such a clatter, one might say.
How high up are the windows? Can any of us look into them?
Yeah, absolutely. Which one of you is going over?
I'm gonna walk over.
Okay. Just go ahead and give me a perception check first.
I have advantage.
Just Orlo or anybody going over?
Orlo is gonna go ahead and do it for this one.
Okay.
I have advantage on perception. So 15. And I'm just going to like ever so slowly like crouch underneath a window and then just like peek over the windowsill.
So as you kind of like just crest the top of the bottom of the window, I suppose, you can see that the creature has like fallen over, and you can't tell just by like the quick peek that you give it. You can't tell if it fell over or if it's moving.
And then like I duck back down and whisper to Emmerin, I think you're coming over. Is Emmerin coming over?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, since he's walking towards me, I just like motion to him to slow down, and I'm like, I think it's moving.
Of course it's moving. We didn't kill it.
More than breathing.
Kind of rolls his eyes and then looks in the window.
Rolls his eyes at the creature that like almost fucking killed Laya.
No, I rolled my eyes at you.
God.
So when you like lift your head up into there, like up to see, you just go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, dumbass.
24.
So as you lift your head up, you like kind of, you again crest the bottom of the window, like you kind of can just barely see it, and you see the clawed hand kind of just like smashing through, coming towards the window to smash through it, and you immediately duck down as the glass kind of explodes over the top of your head.
This thing is a fucking tyrant. That's some straight Resident Evil shit. I swear, if we roll for initiative again.
He's had time for a short rest. How many hit die did he use?
How bad is the damage to this window and wall?
The window is completely gone. The wall is pretty much completely intact still.
So what do you guys say we get the fuck out of here?
Voice. Forgot the voice.
Weren't you the one who was against leaving and allowing this thing to roam free?
Yeah, but that was before it started smashing windows and walls.
What do you expect it to do? Just sit there quietly while we left? Like
You didn't tie it up?
I thought it was choked out.
Indefinitely? Orlo.
We can't. if Rogak is not in there anymore, we can't just leave him here to roam the woods.
I mean, maybe that big thing we saw on the way here will just step on it and squash it. I don't know.
Maybe, but maybe it won't.
Well, in that case, we might as well kill it ourselves.
And at this point, you hear another huge thud as Orlo and Emmerin, you both would be very clear of where this is as the clawed hand just kind of hits the wall again where you guys are.
The group finding moment.
Okay, for real? I don't think we're in any shape to fight that thing again.
I don't think it's in any shape to fight us again.
And if I'm being completely honest, I was hoping it would turn back into Rogak by this point, but obviously that hasn't happened.
He's clearly weakened.
It might have some dire consequences if we don't do something. If we just let it roam.
All right, everybody gather up and rock, paper, scissors.
Before anything happens, I'm drinking a healing potion.
Okay. Go ahead and just a regular one.
Yeah.
Roll your 2d4 plus 2. And as you do that, it hits the wall again. Just and you can now see that like some of the plastered, molding and stuff kind of has started to crack a little bit.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Why can't I do this?
I'm in light of a better plan. We're gonna have to knock him out again. We're gonna have to do the gif and just jump. We're just gonna have to, as soon as he comes to the wall, we're gonna have to jump him. Get back in.
We can knock him out again, but he's gonna come to eventually.
Well, okay, let me get a character because that was out of character.
This time we'll need to restrain him, or we need to figure out a plan, but it needs to happen now.
And I'll just yell out as a last ditch effort, Rogak, if you're in there, we're here to help you.
And after you say that, you hear it hit the wall again, and kind of part of it starts to crumble outwards.
I vote put the thing down. If it were me, I wouldn't want to have an existence like this.
I agree.
If you guys are confident that there's no saving Rogak, I'm with you.
I don't know that there's not, but we don't know enough to make a decision. Unless one of you happens to be a wizard.
And we don't have a way to safely transport him back. The rope, he'll just break through it.
I don't like it, but it's all we have right now.
So part of the claw comes through the wall at this point. Just
Do you guys just want to get into position and wait for him to smash through this, or do you want to come up with another plan real quick?
How tall is the building?
It's just like a one-story building, so it's probably up to the peak of the roof is probably maybe 14 feet.
Is there still a windowsill?
On the ground outside of the house, yeah.
I mean, is there just a hole in the wall now?
Partially, yeah. So where the window was is broken, and then there's a hole where his hand's kind of the clawed part is sticking through.
Oh, hey, that's a lot less health than I thought I had.
Orlo, do you think you could get on top of the building?
Look who you're asking. Of course.
You climb the building.
On it. And I just start scaling.
So athletics or acrobatics to see how easily you manage this.
14.
So yeah, you can pretty easily just pull yourself up onto the ledge of the roof and just slide up on top of it.
Now what?
Laya, Emmerin, you two stand back and aim at the wall.
So are you guys all just gonna like ready yourselves until it comes through?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm taking tank position, defensive position.
You see it kind of like punch through the wall for the whole way. It starts to like pull itself through, and as it does, you can see that like it is definitely trying to come out of the building. So you can either make your attacks or wait and see what happens.
I'm gonna try to make one last appeal, and if that doesn't work, you guys
Damn.
jump them. You guys jump them.
All right, go for it.
I'm just gonna say, if shit really hits the fan, we should try pushing him into the pond and then electrifying it.
That's pretty
also a plan.
brutal.
Have you seen this creature? Have you seen it? have you seen what it's been doing? Almost annihilating us. So it's time to take the kid gloves off. Okay.
Get the baby out the bone.
All right, Flo, go ahead and make your appeal, and we will go from there.
Rorgak, if you're in there, please let us know how to help you. Give us some sign that you can still be helped. We really don't want to do this.
So as you say this, you see the claw kind of smash through and push its way forward into like out into the street a little bit and kind of like start to pull it's the weight of this creature out. And as it does that, you see the clawed hand kind of reach out, and as it starts to like reach up for the wall, you can see that the fingers kind of seem to look a little bit normal.
Less claw, more hand.
Less claw, more hand.
Oh, look at that. Maybe they can be helped.
I'm just gonna hold my hand up for Laya and Emmerin to hold, and I'm gonna take a step back just to put some more distance between the wall and myself. And I'm just gonna shake my head at Orlo, like, not yet.
Okay.
Just like
You're
nod
lucky.
nod up and down. Just be like, yeah.
And I am just gonna hold at the ready and not do anything. But you're lucky you did.
I was like, wait.
I was about to make everybody
Must tell
cry.
Orlo. Must tell Orlo.
So what's the plan here, Flo?
I'm gonna wait just to wait to see what happens a little more.
So yeah, you see this hand kind of like start to claw, and like the claw starts to pull him out further, but the hand kind of starts to like try to stabilize himself as he's pulling himself over like the rubble of the wall. And go ahead and Flo. Actually, all four of you, go ahead and make perception checks.
13.
I like how the 17 and the 3 were lit up, but I get a what? Tell me.
14.
I got a 6.
So Laya, especially, you were up very close as you were kind of searching through its stuff and digging the journal out of it, and you can tell that parts of the creature are definitely at least to some extent receding back to what would most likely be a human form, but it's very hard to tell at this point.
I think we can help him. We just need to get him back to Sorith.
What? Do you know how far that is?
Yes, but
You're asking a lot right now.
I mean, he looks more human than he did before.
Can we give it a little bit
To be
more
fair, he
time?
looks like more crab than he did before that, so...
He's got you there.
I'm just gonna turn around and look at Emmerin. Like, really? Now?
Don't boo me, I'm right!
We might be able to help him. Shouldn't we at least try?
I'm all for waiting a little bit longer. At this point, we've waited around this long. If he doesn't turn on us, then we can wait.
Then we wait.
I think we should wait.
So, with waiting, what are you going to do as he keeps pulling himself out of this house? Are you just going to kind of let him go and see where he goes? Are you going to, like, what's the plan?
I say we put him on a leash and take him for walkies.
We don't need another fucking pet.
He's going on suggestion timeout for 2 minutes again.
Like, I already have enough anxiety over Buttonhead. I don't need any anxiety over crab people, all right? Like, we're either saving him or eating him. Those are the options right now.
I say we knock him out again, and hopefully he's better when he wakes up.
Oh, sure. Just take another 2 of these. Just take another 2 of these.
Why are we gonna start fighting it? We're not clear he's still hostile.
And if he's still struggling, us being hostile towards him might cause a reaction or transformation that we don't want.
I have an idea that's not being shitty.
I'm just going to look at Emmerin. Just going to give him the stare.
Orlo, is it possible that you might be able to use some of the ingredients that you have around here to make one of these sleeping potions? And perhaps we can knock him out and leave him.
Actually, possibly. How much time would I need to do that?
It would probably take you about 30 minutes.
That's a lot of stalling. That's a lot of stalling.
Do you guys think you could keep him occupied for 30 minutes?
We can try.
You might want to start moving now.
Take Buttonhead with you.
Okay, so I just run and jump off of the roof and run through the pond and scoop Buttonhead up onto my shoulder and run into like the alchemy lab type area that we were learning about these herbs in. Okay. And I just start rummaging around. I do keep my eyes peeled to see if there's any already prepared, as I'm looking for the jars and vials and ingredients and whatnot, and I'm getting to work. So if I see one already prepared, I want to grab that and just run right back. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep preparing one.
So make a perception check, number 1.
Perception check is 19.
And then roll a d20 and then add your wisdom modifier.
6.
So you jump off the roof, scoop up Buttonhead, run into this area, and you kind of start rummaging through some stuff. And you don't find a made potion already, but you definitely do find parts of what you need, and some of them are already processed to a certain point. It does take you a little bit longer to brew the potion, just because you're still pretty unfamiliar with a lot of this stuff and how it works. So you have to be, you keep going back and forth between the books and reading and making sure you're doing it right. So between all of it, it'll probably take a little bit less time, but it's probably still going to take like 20, 25 minutes for you to do this. So in the meantime, actually, hang on. There's one other factor I forgot to take into account. Buttonhead's cheering you on and jumping up and down on your shoulder, so it'll probably take you about 20.
Perfect. I love a good cheer squad.
And you definitely, like, obviously he doesn't make noises, but you can hear him cheering for you in your head.
Nice.
But in the meantime...
Okay, we have to figure out how we're going to do this, because we don't want to give him the feeling that he's trapped, but we don't want to let him roam free. We don't want to give him the escape route. So how are we doing this?
How fast is he moving? Because, I mean, all his legs should theoretically be broken.
He is not moving fast at all.
Right,
Excellent.
okay.
So we space out in in a 30-foot circle, and we just like poke him, let him come at us, back up slowly, have someone else poke him, back up slowly as he drags himself. We can do that for 20 minutes.
Why do we have to poke him? Why can't
Look,
we
is it
just...
horrible? Yes. But is it necessary?
Why does
Probably not.
Why does everybody want violence?